Good afternoon, science children. We are here today to review the graduated cylinder and the triple beam balance, which you all should have been exposed to before, but before tomorrow's class, we want to refresh everybody's memories.
So this is going in reference to your notebook number 10, how to read and record liquids.
Okay, the first thing you need to think about when you're recording liquids is air pressure. The air pressure pushes down to the liquid and it makes the liquid curve. And it looks like a trampoline when somebody's standing on it. It's not completely flat, it curves a little bit. And that's what the liquid in your graduated cylinder is going to look like.
The next thing that you're going to get from that curvature of the air pressure is you're also going to have cohesion. Cohesion is going to be a slight cling of those water molecules to the container that you are using, in this case the graduated cylinder, causing it to come up just a little bit on the sides.
So these are the things that you have to keep in mind when you are measuring with a graduated cylinder in order to get accurate measurements. You must keep your graduated cylinder on a flat surface, right on the table, which you can't see in the video, but if my hand were the table, this would be flat on it, okay? You don't want to lift it and look at it because you're not going to get an accurate measurement.
Right. The next thing that you want to do is, while it's on a flat surface, you want to get down to eye level. So if this is my flat surface, you see that my eye is directly looking at the curvature or meniscus. I'm not looking down on top of it. I'm not looking up towards it, but right at eye level to make sure you get an accurate measurement.
The last thing that you want to remember is you are measuring at the bottom curve of the line of the liquid, which again, Mrs. Burke said is called the meniscus, and that's where your trampoline is. That's where you are looking to measure. The very important thing you need to remember when pouring the liquid, however, is we don't want this.
We don't want PP. Okay, when we pour, we should pour our items keeping the container flat.
Oop, I hear pee-pee. Hear that sound?
That's what you don't want. You don't want the pee-pee sound. Okay, so I'll make it worse. That's a big no-no because it's going to splash around. You could get water on the sides. You might get chemicals on your hand. You want to keep your container on a flat surface. Bring this over. You want to keep your container on a flat surface. You can slightly tilt it, but you want to let that liquid run down the side.
No pee-pee sound. Very good.
The next thing that you want to do, which we don't have, is you can then take an eyedropper and take extra liquid and add to it to either bring it up to your mark or take some off to get it where you need it.
And now for the triple beam, which is the second piece of equipment we are going to be working with. The triple beam balance has 3 areas for recording mass. You've got your back slide, which is increments of 10, your middle, which is increments of 100, and then your front slide, which is increments of 1.
When you use the triple beam, you want to make sure that everything is lined up at the 0 mark, and then you want to, again, get at eye level and make sure that the white line on the triple beam is lined up with this white 0. This is called zeroing or tearing your triple beam. If you're using an electric scale, all you need to do is hit this 0 button and it will zero it to 0. Hence 0. Okay? So you could turn around and you could put a beaker on top, hit 0, and then put a substance in, and you'd be able to find out the mass just of that substance.
Could you put Hermit on top?
You could.
Okay. Or Miss Piggy?
That's right.
Not just Beaker.
Not just Beaker.
All right.
Bunsen.
Okay. Yeah, him too. But it's very important that you zero or tear your scale. If you don't, you're not going to get accurate measurements.
Once you're zeroed or teared, you put your item on the plate. You kind of estimate what your weight is. In this case, I've added, I think, 80 grams, and it's too much. 70 is too much. Okay, so between 50 and 60 is my item. I'm at 50, and then I'm going to slowly slide this front one until I get my item balanced.
When it's balanced, you record your measurement and you always remember your units. In this case, it would be grams. Very important. When you are done measuring your object, you want to return all of your slides back to 0. And you need to check and make sure that your triple beam balance or your electronic scale is still balanced. If it's not, you're going to have to zero it and tear it again.
Tomorrow, when you come to class, we're going to be doing work with the triple beam balance and measuring liquids in the graduated cylinder, and then you'll have an activity. So hopefully you've read.
And hopefully you remember those terms, meniscus, tearing, because you may see those on next Tuesday's test.
That's right. I'm Corella DeVille. Have a great night. That's Mrs.
Happy studying!
Bye.